UNESCO as of 2022-2023 that over 20 million Nigerians are out of school. This figure is quite alarming. If we continue with this trajectory, it means that we're going to have more and more children who are unable to go to school. Now, this community that has been invaded recently in Benue State, what it means is that the children in that community can no longer go to school for fear of the unknown.
That's the current condition.
That's the current condition. They can't go to school for fear of the unknown. Because which parent would like to release their child to go to school in a situation where people will come daytime, night, and attack, and can go to school and attack and abduct those that they want? And even in the case of Benue State, they are not even abducting. It would have been a different thing. If it is to abduct a child, it would have been a different thing. But in this case, they come in, they kill. That's pogrom. That's genocidal. That's more of ethnic cleansing. So the dimension and the tone that particular violence and killing is taken in Benue State, like that was why I said what obtains in Anambra may be different from what obtains in Benue State. It's taking a very different shape and a very different dimension, which calls for critical analysis. We must be able to analyze what is situation, what is giving back to that kind of situation. But again, while analyzing, we should also take into account the SDG Goal 1, which is zero poverty. Take into account SDG Goal 2, zero hunger. When people are poor, certainly hunger will set in. Now, I read the other day that the government went about distributing tractors. It's a beautiful thing. Well, plausible. We can applaud you for that initiative. However, what am I going to be doing with tractors? Going to farm while I stand the risk of losing my life in the use of the tractor. Is the tractor going to save my life? It's not going to save my life. Come on. We should do more than that. The first and foremost is just like in the principle of first aid. Remove the cause from the casualty, or the casualty from the cause. So, we have a situation at hand where people cannot freely go to farm. The first thing to do for communities like that will not be to give them tractors, is to first and foremost ensure their safety and security. How do you explain people coming into IDP camps, raid IDP camps, kill people in IDP camps, take those they want to take away in IDP camps? That's not, that is an error, my brother. It's an error. Where there is a government, we should wake up to our responsibilities. If we say people have been dislodged, it's like a song sung by Fela, Double Wahala for Dead Body, and the owner of Dead Body. You are going to bury a dead man, and on the road going to bury a dead man, the same dead man had an accident again. The ambulance conveying the corpse had an accident, hit the dead body. That's double wahala, double tragedy for dead body. Now, somebody has just been taken away has been dislodged from his community. He no longer have a home. And then he ran to a place for safety. And where you, government, has guaranteed his safety. And then right there, under your own watch, this is no longer his own. Under your own watch and supervision, someone is coming there again to attack him. Come on. It shows we don't know what we're doing. My father will say, you are talking to me as if I'm wearing my clothes from the back. So how do we, it was Bob Marley who said, how long shall they kill our prophets? While we stand beside and look, how long shall we continue to watch all of these scenarios happen without actually taking the necessary action? And we must, as a matter of fact, emancipate ourselves from mental slavery, because we seem to be in mental slavery.